Hey Mike, so I got your file. I don't know if you're switching over to just do a bust at this point. The last time we discussed you were doing the full roads and everything, so I feel like you're kind of slowing down a little bit. I'm not seeing a ton kind of done this week, and just from past months, I know that usually means that you're kind of stuck. Don't worry about the textures for right now. Um, And I mean, the hair we can salvage some of that as XGen over in Maya, but I feel like there was a lot more on the model that could have still been done. So if you watch kind of around the eyes, I started refining them a little bit. Like everything just feels really sketchy and loose yet. So before you would go in and start on that hair, I would expect you to kind of go through and clean all this up. Um, So you can see I tightened things up around the eyes. It would still have to be more, but I'm running into conflicts because you're in a subdivided workflow right now of where all these kind of star junctions are and things. So you'd have two options. A model like this, me personally, I would have probably kept it Dynamesh longer, or you can keep Z-remeshing it. So if I Z-remesh this model, it's going to take into account kind of where some of these pinch lines are that I'm using. But if you look over here, how far kind of Disney type models, get taken as far as refinement, you're still quite a ways off from where a lot of these are. So your forms are there um, for the most part, but getting things to a refined point is what we need that now, right? So let me know if you're gonna do, a bust, solely a bust. I think at this point you should be able to do a whole character, especially with something cartoony here. So, I mean, my ultimate goal is just that you're making good work. But if you feel like we need to kind of take a a step backwards as far as how much you're doing to get the quality up, then that's fine. But I really need to see you kind of concentrate on getting that quality up then. So a lot of the tools I'm using is Trim Dynamic, which helps me kind of polish these edges. But even like distances like this, I would expect you to come in with like the move brush and make sure that his eyelids kind of, for the most part, the same thickness all the way through here, right? There really shouldn't be a varying distance happening there. So again, I can come back through here with the trim dynamic. And that's going to help me get some refinement through there. It'll help you take care of some of the lumps and bumps that are happening around the model. The Z remeshing kind of helped with some of that as well. Just going through and refining these shapes. So I definitely need to see more progress this week. So let me know if that's going to be in, the overall kind of polish and quality that we're seeing in the model, or if you're going to kind of finish the character off and do more than just this bust. So I think for me, I think you're really happy, with what you did the first week, and so was I. I mean, it was great. You made some good progress. You got these shapes really quick. But I think because you got them so quick and you got to a point where things were looking cool, that you sort of slowed down, and you didn't take it to like that next level of polish and refinement. So all these little like lumps and bumps that are going on through here, you gotta work on smoothing them out or making them, a feature, right? even through here I'm getting, and this, this is stuff that I just did, but because of what I added, I need to polish that out and make sure I like how all these shapes are tapering together. I'm getting a weird kind of meeting of all these shapes together. So maybe I want to, go with clay tubes, work on how those volumes come together and smooth it out. But definitely you're missing, a level of just refinement, nice, crisp, clean lines. Every line's there for a purpose. Every little waver or change in the model is should mean to be there, right? It should have been put there for a reason. So even around the ears here, you could use trim dynamic or even the pinch brush to just be a little bit more deliberate about some of these lines and the shapes that you're making with them. I'm not saying every edge has to be hard. You can have, some soft edges, go back, smooth over that pinch a bit, but at least the pinch is going to help you maybe refine some of those shapes through there. The neck, I'd make this a little bit kind of rounder. So even through here, I would use clay tubes, push this in. We're feeling a little bit more of a jawline. Back of the head would be a bit more up here. And then that would go down into the neck. Trapezius would be way down here. So this should all be kind of rounded. Or kind of teardrop in shape for that throat. Just yeah, really kind of think about these shapes, be deliberate with them, refine them a lot more. Let me know if you are just switching to a bust, and I'm fine with that as long as we get a perfect Disney-esque bust as the final piece of it. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions or you need any help this week.